How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another script video. This one is My Three Sons. The name of the episode is The Sky is Falling. This came out in '66. I will give you a summary, let me find it real quick, of the episode. Robbie runs into Al Morgan, which is Steve Franken, this guy here. I didn't recognize the name, but I do recognize the face, and I'll show a picture of him in just a minute. This is his script for his part as Al Morgan in this episode. Anyway, Robbie runs into Al Morgan, who dropped out of school a year before. Al offers Robbie a job as a part-time real estate agent. Robbie starts to do really well, but it takes up a lot of his time. Steve learns that Robbie is now flunking some of his classes. To Steve's dismay, Robbie tells him he is quitting school. Same deal as he did, I guess. Robbie is about to make another sale when a torrential rainstorm revealed that the home is showing a hidden flaw, which I guess is the roof leaking or something. I don't know. I hadn't seen it. He decides it's better to be honest and shows the couple the problem. Afterwards, Robbie tells Steve he's going back to school. This had Betty Lynn as Lois Bradley, Victoria Carroll as Gwen, and Catherine Farrar as Eloise. And here is a picture. This guy was in a couple of, the reason I recognize him as soon as I seen him was that he's in a couple of Jerry Lewis movies. So that's how I know him so well. And he was in lots of TV stuff. Here he is in Which Way to the Front with Jerry Lewis, right here. Everybody will recognize his face. Anybody who's seen TV from the 70s and the 60s. And this is from the actual episode that this script is from. The Sky is Falling. And of course, that's him right there. Don't know what character she is. It's one of the three girls I named. So anyway, we will go ahead and get on with it here. Okay. Of course, this is a short, I think it's, 30 something? No, it's 46 pages. Okay. More than I thought it was. It's held together with not brads, but staples. And then, of course, this is also on there. But there are staples. Like I said, this is a original script, of course. You can tell by the age of it, looking at it. Here's the cast page. Al Morgan doesn't have the name, of course. These are really thick pages, too. Almost feels like two every time I touch them. Okay, here, as you can see, a little bit of a mistake right there on the printing. It's another sign that this is of the time. I won't linger because this is not a read along and listen, so if you want to read it, you can pause. Here's something that was bracketed, not sure. Oh, it's got Al Morgan's name mentioned, so he bracketed that. Here's where his first part starts, lines. And I'm not sure what that one says. Looks like it says cards, wallet, or something. I'm not sure what that says. It's hard to read this guy's handwriting. Some of it I can read, most of it I can't. But here's all his lines, of course, that are bracketed. Here's another one that's really hard to read that. It's faint, really faint. And another one up here. Get a little closer, y'all can see it. Maybe a little better. And then this one. It's pretty faint. And I think he appears in this 3 times. That's the first appearance. In the first 5 pages. There's a little bit of a mess up on the printing. A lot of it didn't get done. You can barely make it out, the lines. Okay. Here's where he comes in again. Not sure what that one says either. It looks like it says somebody is annoyed. There's a little bit of a handwriting there. I don't know what that says. It's cool when you can read what the notations are, but it kind of sucks when you can't read it. And this says that's something to something. I don't know what that says exactly. Okay, and that's, I believe, his last appearance until the very end of the episode, so. Don't know how many people watch this. I used to watch this as a kid in reruns quite a bit. Probably seen every episode more than once anyway. But it's been so long ago that I do not remember this particular episode. And probably most of them. If I've seen them, they might ring a bell when I watched them. But it's been a long time. I think the actual last time I saw any of these was probably on Nick at Night in the probably mid 80s, TV Land or whatever it was called. There's another faint on the print there. And that's a good sign for everybody who is curious about how you can tell an original script from not. Most original scripts will have flaws like that in the printing process. Most new scripts or anything done in the last 25 to 30 years will be absolutely perfect. There won't be any ink blotches anywhere, anything missing from the letters, nothing like that. It will be absolutely perfect. So, lots of lines for Steve and Robbie in this one. This is basically a Robbie episode. And Steve. Okay, page 25. When I got this script, I was not sure. Well, I didn't know exactly who, because I didn't look him up, who Franken was. But as soon as I seen his face, when I looked up his name, I recognized him right away. The name didn't ring a bell. But he was in tons of TV shows back in the day, 60s, 70s, and a bunch of movies starting in the late 50s. I don't know what the character was he played on Bewitched, but if you look him up on one of the search engines, a lot of pictures come up of him being from when he was on Bewitched. So he might have been a relative or something, I don't know. The one thing I don't think he was on is Gilligan's Island. I don't believe he was ever on that. Okay, here's his part again, Al. Coming in on page 33 out of 40, whatever it was, 45. So the very end of the episode. And there's some more. Tell him prospects he looked like. Tell his prospects he looked like he was something a sale. Can't make it out. Most of it I missed it. Anyway, that was his last bit in the episode. And then, oh, it wasn't 46, it's 36. Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll look at this number instead of the one that's the actual page number. I wondered why it was 46, because usually a half-hour show is not even close to that. It's usually like 30, 35 at the most. This one's 36. So there's the end. Nothing on the back. Nope. Okay. There you have it. A 1966, year I was born, script of My Three Sons, starring Al Morgan, or Steve Franken as Al Morgan. Let me know what y'all think. Hope you enjoyed that. I made it as short as I could and to show the whole thing. So take care, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell for future notification videos. Later.